Hi there, this is your feedback for the pretest essay. I thought I'd do it in this kind of video form to hopefully help you understand what's going on. There was just no other better ways I could figure out other than trying to print it out or do like a Word document. And I hope that this is going to be better for talking about, like the multimedia aspect of this assignment. So, of course, I'm not going to get to everything in here, but just make sure that. Okay, so just to begin here, I think this is a really good image, good quality image. You have a really good title going on here. Thank you for putting the PID through there. I also noticed the nice styling detail here, so that's really great. First, I really like that you've used the kind of conventions of the genre and done these headers. I think that's really great, and it's good to start with like laying out what this is. And I really like that you've included links in here. Um, the only feedback I'd have about the links is just to make sure like we're thinking about what text we're linking that to. I think that's not very clear. Like, a 600-mile pipeline to link to the article is it's tough to figure out. So making sure that you're thinking about what text are you linking to the article. Um, but I really like that you started with announcing, what this is and kind of laying out all of this information. Another thing what you want to think about is, information about the cost and whatnot. That's coming from somewhere, so making sure that you're doing an in-text citation here for any information. You're not quoting, but you're paraphrasing, so you still want um, a citation in here. The only other thing, this is a good use of this in beginning sentences, but a lot of the times, I especially see in first year writing, using this in the beginning of a sentence tends to be problematic because we're not quite sure what part of the sentence before you're talking about this. So just be careful of that. Um, Thank you for doing a citation for your image too. Just making sure this abides by its MLA standards. I think uh, there might be something. There's definitely something missing there. So, but thank you so much for including the citation here on that, and it's a good way I think to break up these sections. Um, so, I think you can kind of see there. There's wide kind of areas where you're having a header here, and we have very small amount of text here. And I know you probably didn't have a lot of time for this assignment, but I'd be looking for almost I like this two paragraph that you started with. Is a good amount of text, so I would just push myself to get the two paragraphs in here. But style is good. Um, Again, I try to make put some more data and information in your paragraphs, and that's something we're going to work on throughout the semester of getting more facts, more data into your paragraphs, which is going to make them stronger. Um, so again, like I would just um, you're talking about destruction of natural habitats and waterways. Perfect. This causes that. I think that's a good link, but again, just be careful about this. Um, but overall, the sentences have good style. You're including links, which is great. But again, I think just trying to think about what text links the articles might be, something we really need to sit down and talk about. Um, so, okay, so moving on, I think you're doing a good job of analyzing the arguments of these two guys. I think because you're chopping this up in small bits. I wonder if it might be more beneficial just to split these two and analyze them individually and then together. Um, so again, I think we're going to talk about this more in class, um, but there's a couple things here. So, that can kind of come in as a citation. I'd like to be more academic and actually have an in-text citation. And what you want to look for is a quote this long. Usually will need to be indented um, on each side and have slightly different styling. So we'll talk about that more in class, but something to be aware of MLA conventions. Okay, so again, really good style in the sentence. Um, you're interacting well, and lots of really good links here. You're linking to the same article. So what we want to do in this kind of convention is link to the article once. And you want to cite it other times because it gets really confusing of like why this is all these terms are linking back to that article. Um, Again, this is a really great example of using a graph. Graphs are good information to put in, and this is a good um, part of the text to put this graph in. And again, thanks for putting a citation there. Um, So I think there might be a little more opportunity to get more images in here. I'd like to try and see a video or some kind of GIF uh, or something kind of animated here. I think that would really help there. And like I'd like to see a works cited, and I think mainly you were using a lot of the two articles, which is a good start. I'd like for you to try to use other articles to talk about this, and I think in the prompt it suggested that to you. So again, doing some more research and putting more points into your paragraphs will kind of make them longer and also make your point a little stronger. So let me know if you have any questions about the feedback. But overall, really good start. I like that you're thinking about the genre and doing different interesting things here. So thank you.